Welcome to the Amazon studios here in Sydney. My name is Gaurav Sani, and I am joined today by Chris Tonner, AI and Data Practice Director from Versent.
Gaurav, thanks very much for that wonderful intro. Nice to see you, mate.
Yeah, Chris, it's always great to see you. For our audience, before I kind of dive into data and AI and all the exciting things Versent are doing, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Chris Tonner, been in tech for about 25 years now. I've been around data in data roles for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
I've worked on both the organisation side, the corporate side, as well as in consulting. So I've been in consulting for about 14 years now. So I think I've seen almost everything in the data space. I've seen cloud come in. I've seen big data happen. And now we're seeing AI and GenAI really take off, which I think is really exciting.
That's an amazing career, Chris, you've had. You know, you've begun from data AI 25 years ago to GenAI today. Can you give me a few kind of antidotes on why GenAI is so important today for organizations?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing that I see GenAI bringing is speed. And it's actually one of the things that I saw 25 years ago and I've seen every year ever since is the challenges of wrangling data. So data quality, wrangling, sort of turning data into the outcome you need. And that's a challenge still for a lot of organizations. What I see GenAI is able to do is really expedite that process and really bring different solutions across all industries, only really sort of limited by how you think about what you're trying to do. So I think it's really opened up a lot of industries to sort of play above where they are, maybe.
Chris, you've mentioned challenges, and obviously, you know, we're here as AWS and Versent to help our customers overcome these challenges. Yeah. But typically, what do you see amongst our customers?
So I think probably the first challenge people and organizations still have is data quality. And so this stems back to data governance. And I think throughout my career in data, I've seen data governance kind of left to the wayside a little bit, and it's now starting to become super important in the last maybe 5 years or so, because everyone's got these massive lakes of data. The quality of it hasn't always been governed particularly well. So now we're seeing this with the impact of GenAI. If you give it bad data, your results you get out of it will probably not be that great. So data governance is now a really critical focus. So now organizations are investing in data governance programs, they're investing in process and tooling to support that. And what GenAI can do is actually accelerate that adoption process from the technology side so that then the process is a lot easier for the people. And I think that's really important. GenAI needs a lot of data. So those models are trained on huge sets of textual data. Right. So then to get them localized so that the models and the outcomes you look for are relevant to your organization, you need high quality data to embed into those models to help.
What is the process for a customer for developing and deploying GenAI solutions?
We call it our GenAI assessment. So it looks at the data environment, your cloud environment, your security controls. It looks at skills within your organization. It looks at processes that you use from, say, governance or from a data ops perspective. And it actually seeks to look how ready your organization is to do GenAI. Once we sort of do that assessment, and we use models and frameworks, things like Dharma DMBOK we've used as a base for our data management model, so we can play back to the organisation where they sit in maturity so that then we can actually give them some uplift suggestions and recommendations to move forward. Once we sort of play in that space, we then look at, well, what's a POC? What can we do? What's a use case? How do we demonstrate how by doing all these things correctly, we can move you up that maturity scale? So we like to think of something that will generate ROI, but something bite-sized enough that it can be achieved within a short period of time. Because I think if we don't harness the speed that GenAI tooling will enable us to deliver outcome, then we're probably not on the right use case.